Good morning, good afternoon, and in case I don't see you, good evening. So this is your flexitarian friend, Jael Tenti. Today I'm going to show you some really amazing recipes, but the most important recipe that I'm going to show you is how to make canna butter at home. Why canna butter? I love canna butter because it is a powerful anti-inflammatory. It is a powerful pain relief cream. You can use it for cooking, you can use it for drinking, you can use it for your body. And the best part is, like, if you have pain and you rub it in your skin, you will get rid of pain immediately. You'll be able to sleep better, to feel better, and the best part is you are not going to get high. Right now, most people, or the people that I know, or myself, I don't take the canna butter to get high. I take it to relieve pain. From the recipe, once I make the recipe, I'm going to show you the finished product, and I'm also going to show you how to use it. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to use a pan, and especially for me, I'm going to use this slow cooker, so you can use it in here. So right now it's cold. I have nothing in there. And I have some herb, and believe me, the older the herb, the better it is. You know why? Because it's already decarboxylized. So decarbolization happens when either the herb is a little bit older, or when you cook it over 240 degrees Fahrenheit. So what I'm gonna do is I've kept this in vacuum packed, and believe me, I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was put the herb in here. This has been here since 2019. So, but here see, I didn't have to boil it. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was, and it smells pretty good still. So we're gonna put here a good amount, since I'm making quite a bit, and still looks amazing, by the way. The other way that you could do it is you can crush it really good. So when I do my Rick Simpson oil, this is what I do. You know, I crush it with my hands, and that way it also has my energy in there. But this time I'm actually making the cream. I'm not making the Rick Simpson oil. The reason why I'm not making so much the Rick Simpson oil is because that will get you high, and when you take it. But also I have heard some great news about it, what it does for people. Some people have gone into remission of cancer. I know the guy. I mean, I don't know the guy, but I studied some of his recipes. I studied his philosophy. His name is Rick Simpson, and everybody wants to make his oil. It goes by RSO. So I used to make it with isopropyl alcohol, but now I actually use Everclear, but I haven't made it for a long time. So what I've been making lately, because it does provide pain relief for me, and actually even the people that I give it to, they absolutely love it. So anybody that has injuries or have old injuries, especially for me, I've had an old injury for over 40 years, and as you get older, you are going to get you're definitely going to experience even more pain. So this one I already opened it, so you won't hear the vacuum. So these are older herbs. This one right here is probably, it's been here in since 2000, probably 16. I used to have a card from the medical, from the health department, so I was able to grow some of my herbs. So actually all the herbs that I use in any of my topicals, or you can use this on soap, you can make it to make coffee. It's amazing. Wow, this one's still sticky and it's so old. So this is gonna be a great batch, by the way. So my friend Tai Chi, she wanted me to speak about how to cook with cannabis, so the most important I had to show you is how to make the canna butter. Because once you make the canna butter, you can make chocolates, you can make cakes, you can make all kinds of recipes. So it's very expensive to buy. The canna butter usually goes for about $50 or $100 for 4 ounces. Yeah, I can make it at home, and I can grow it at home. It's easy to grow. It's just grows like any plant. And the most important thing is what they have found in different universities, all the studies that have done, that it is an anti-cancer herb. The CBDs, the THC, the THCAA, all of these properties are incredibly amazing. By the way, Big Pharma doesn't like it. right? But this is better than any painkiller that I've ever taken. The reason why, there is no side effect, zero side effects when you apply it in your body. When you drink it, when you drink it in coffee, or you make a hot chocolate like I'm going to show you today, it does have a little bit of a kind of like, not euphoric effect, but it's just like a feeling of happiness, probably happiness because you're not having the pain. So there you go. So we crush it the most because afterwards we're gonna use a cheesecloth after 24 hours. So I leave mine for 24 hours. That is the reason why I decided to use this pan, because I don't want to leave it on the top of the stove, you know, because, you know, who knows, right? So I have coconut oil here. This is cold press, and it's organic. Everything that you use organic. There's no need for you to add any chemicals. The reason why I started growing my plants is because one time I took some from a store and I had a big rush from here to here. And I don't need to have any side effects, you know. I don't want to put any chemicals in my body. That is the reason why I'm making it. And I want to show you how to make it, because this is the most incredible thing that you've ever had for sleeping, for pain, for everything, okay? So I'm gonna use this is gonna be a real concentrate, so I'm gonna use half of this big jug of coconut oil. And then the key, of course, we don't want to heat this up just with the oil, because you end up with deep fried herb. So instead, we're going to use water. So now we're gonna do the combination. So remember that the THC is fat soluble, so in order for it to extract the goodness of it, the THCA, the THC, the CBDs, everything that's in the plant, this is a whole plant recipe. So what we do now is, I didn't fill it up all the way to the top because I don't need to. Once I squeeze it out with a cloth, actually I don't use a cheesecloth. What I use is a nut milk bag. So now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna take this pan and I'm going to put the temperature. I can start at 450 degrees Fahrenheit if you like, to start the process fast. But then the important thing is that the way that I do it is, once it's hot to the touch, I turn it down to 240 degrees for about 3 hours, and then I just let it simmer for about at 200 overnight, because I don't want to keep it at a high temperature, because if you recall, 212 it start to boil, right? So what I want to do is not to let it boil. At first I let it boil for 240 degrees Fahrenheit, which is almost the temperature of when you are steaming. Steaming is 232 degrees. So the idea is, in order for the herb to decarboxylize, which it's already happened because it's really old. And so what I want to do is I want to bring all of the essence, all of the properties that are on the herb. So remember that if you have any questions, you can ask me right there. You can put it on the comments. What do you want to know about the herb? What are some of the uses for the herb? It's not only for smoking. It's not only for people, you know, you think, okay, cannabis is the, you know, the gateway drug. It's not, okay? I am telling you, it is not. It is the most amazing herb that God has planted in this planet. Remember Genesis 1:2-9, I have given you every herb and every tree bearing fruit, bearing flower. This is it. This is it. Best painkiller ever, without any side effects. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. For those of you who are watching it live, for those of you who are watching it on YouTube, if you have any questions, please put it on the comments and I'll help you with whatever question you have. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm not gonna do anything. So the notice I took the big little sticks, but even this, the herb can be used, the plant can be used, everything. You can actually put these little sticks and make tea from it. You can boil it and drink the tea. It'll be a really soothing, and you can just like relax at night after a long day of like so much stress sometimes that people go through. I never get stressed. I get mad sometimes because, you know, when you live in this world with too many people, sometimes you are going to get mad. And so I do. So when I take this tea, it just calms me down. Okay, so, and I make incredible chocolate with it. And so this is the results is this. So I'm gonna show you once this starts the process of cooking. And of course, I use high quality because I grew it. So, but you can use the leaves, you can use these twigs, but you're not gonna have the same result. This is very powerful. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to make a hot chocolate. And before I use the hot chocolate, and this is the perfect combination. Cannabis and chocolate goes just that best. I'll tell you why we're gonna use cacao. Do you know cacao is really the name of chocolate, theobromine. So here we go. The best part about the cacao or the chocolate, which is raw chocolate, which I'm going to use, is right here. Okay, so this is cacao, not cocoa. Cocoa has sugar. Cocoa is already being tainted with, you know, the way that they process. This is being processed. This is raw. This is organic. This is like basically ground up cacao, which is a seed. All right. So I'll tell you why cacao is so important for everyone's health, and you need to add it to your lifestyle. Number one, it has 955 ORAC units are found in each gram of raw organic cacao powder. What does ORAC means? Basically, what it means is a high-tech means of measuring the ability of antioxidants to absorb cell damaging. A lot of our cells are damaging because we have too many, we're oxidized. The reason why, you know, people get sick is because too much acidic products go into the body. Therefore, you start to deteriorate kind of like a banana. So oxidation happens kind of like what you see on the outside of a banana. So cacao is the richest source of magnesium. Magnesium, most of the United States and most of the people in the world are constipated, including me sometimes, for eating too many carbs. So this is really important. Magnesium helps you keep regular. Magnesium, so it has the highest source out of any common food. The number one mineral that assists and support healthy heart functioning, the amino acid tryptophan, is found naturally in cacao. Take a load of that one. Tryptophan enhances relaxation and promotes better sleep. Even without the cannabis, this does the job. But it does even better when you add the cannabis to it. So what does cacao? Polyphenols have been scientifically shown to lower blood pressure, lower vascular cell adhesion, increases circulation nitric oxide, decreases platelet aggregation. I used to check people's blood under a microscope, and you could see their cells were like a parking lot. No wonder why they were in pain. No wonder why, because they were not oxygenation. There was no oxygenation happening. So decreases rates of death from cardiac mortality and all mortality in general. Improve insulin sensitivity, decreases fasting insulin, increases blood flow to the brain, inhibits plasma lipid oxidation, decreases chronic inflammation in the body and cardiovascular system in general. Wow. If it only did half of this, I still would take it every single day. Very, very important. So how to use, now let me show you what the cannabis looked like after I've already cooked it with the water and the oil, and then I put it through a nut milk bag. I let it cool off. When it cools off, I throw it in the fridge, and then I separate the water from the oil. And this is the result. Sometimes I put it in my hair. How much do I put? Don't make the mistake of putting something like this, or you'll be high all day long. Okay? So what we do is we just take something like this. For me, who lives in pain all day long, I like to relax. I like to really chill. I like to be able to function. I like to be able to do everything. And so what I do is I put about a teaspoon. And so now what to do, you know that as soon as it hits the water, it's going to melt. So I don't have to do much about it. So now how much cacao powder, like that. If you're interested in seeing my cacao chocolate recipe, make sure that you send me your email and I will send you the recipe, or I can invite you to my YouTube channel, which is The Happy Cooking Club, which spelled THC, The Happy Cooking Club. And so that's on YouTube. So YouTube/The Happy Cooking Club. That's my channel, Jael Tanti. So now I have the cannabis in here. I have the coconut. What else do I put? Let me show you something. For those of you who are trying to lose weight, okay, or you want to reduce the amount of fat in your body, I am also using MCT powder, right? This will keep me, if you're doing intermittent fasting, this is incredible. You can make this with coffee instead of the cacao, but I prefer the cacao because it doesn't have caffeines, okay? So even though they're cousins with the coffee, way better for you, the cacao. So I'm gonna put approximately a tablespoon of MCT powder, which is medium chain triglycerides, which is really good for you. It's the hottest thing going on the internet right now. Okay, what else am I gonna put? I'm gonna put a little bit of, that's about 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. So remember, cannabis is fat soluble, so the more fat that you put in it, the better it will be for you. So now I'm just gonna add some boiling water. And you can actually blend it but if you don't want to use too many dishes, I'm into the simple program today. I don't want too many dishes. I don't want to be cleaning. I don't want to be spending a bunch of time in the kitchen. So there you go. I have in here this rich, beautiful cacao drink with cannabis, the CC, cacao and cannabis, the best. I already gave you all of the different things. Now, what is the next best thing to really increase your immune system? Ta-da! Honey. Honey is so good for you, even though it's not good for diabetics. For diabetics, you can put a little bit of stevia, but honey, oh honey, let me tell you, honey, this is incredible. There you go. That's my dosage for the day. I can take this thing and keep healthy for years to come. So I'm gonna turn this down to low because it's already, let's see what's happening. So I'm gonna leave it at 240 degrees at this time. There you go. So now it will decarb now. So at this time, I'm letting this herb, as you can see right there, is starting to boil, but it's at 240 degrees now. So back to my hot chocolate, okay? So if you want it really frothy, you can put it in a little mini blender. You can do all kinds of things with this, okay? Cover your jar. If I'm in pain, I will put this usually in my back, on my legs, on my feet, and the pain will go away. I don't have to even put it in the area where it hurts. But if I put it like this morning, I was working with the chickens, I was shoveling dirt, I was shoveling like leaves and all kinds of things. So I was in pain. I came and I had this pain in here. And then my husband, I was a little bit grumpy to tell you the truth. And my husband, what's going on? Why are you grumpy? I said, well, you know, I've been shoveling, I've been doing all this thing. My arm hurt, my back hurts, my neck hurts. I can't even move it. I couldn't move it this morning. And so you know what? Right away, he applied some coconut cream on my neck and the rest is history. I feel amazing. Okay, so this is my my cacao cannabis drink. To your health. Absolutely delicious. Delicious. So I'll just drink this for the next few minutes and then off to do my chores, do my things. You know, I live in a bigger place where there's a lot of work to do, a lot of gardening, a lot of things going on. So I have to stay chill. I have to stay chill. And so that's one of the things that I use. So if you're diabetic, without the honey, you can use stevia. And by the way, I found an amazing product for stevia. If you're diabetic, I'll show you what to use. I keep this in the fridge. This is a stevia simple syrup. Okay, so what does it have? Is basically stevia extract, organic acacia gum, organic war gum, and xanthan gum. So you can buy this either online or you can go to the health food store and get it if you are diabetic. It's called simple syrup stevia sweetened. So you can use it in drinks. I don't drink alcohol, but you know, when I make my drinks and I want something sweet, I put this, okay? So basically that is the program today, and I'm so glad that I made this because so many people have been wanting to get my recipe, and I go, I don't want to give it, but I'm giving it to you today. Why? Because I know that some of you that are listening out there, you're in pain and you've been taking pharmaceuticals, you've been taking all kinds of painkillers and all these horrible side effects that destroy the liver or that destroy the kidneys or that's this or that's that. I promise you, you can check with your doctor in advance if you like. And one of the things that I am really happy about is that many countries, including Germany, including Canada, big giant countries, and including the United States, are going to be taking it out of Schedule 1 because they are missing out on the herb. Even though in California we're 100% legal, there's still some states in the United States that they see it as a drug, which is not. So remember, God has given us every plant and every herb that bears fruit, that bears seed, that bears flower, and that shall be our food. So thank you for watching today. God bless you. God bless us all. Please continue to follow me for excellent recipes, for anything that you like. Please click the link. If there is a link in here, please visit me at YouTube / The Happy Cooking Club, and I'm there. So follow me, or thank you very much for being here. If you want, you feel free to share this message. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day. Ciao.